Hello and welcome to Heal Your Heart After Baby Loss. I am Julia Go. I am a transformational grief and growth coach, and I am bereaved mom. And today I want to talk about holidays after losing your baby, because I know this is a really tough and triggering period for a lot of us, a lot of women who have lost their baby. It's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the experience. So I want to put give you some words to express what you're feeling, maybe, or want to let you know that you're not alone with what's going on for you. And I'm going to tell you some things that I wish I knew my first holidays after loss. And then I want to give you a few other ideas on how to either integrate or honor or whatever feels right for you, your baby, this Christmas, this holiday period. And then I want to talk about the Heal Your Heart After Baby Loss advent calendar that I've created, and that will be starting on the 1st of December, and I'm super excited. So the link is in the show note if you want to join that. I'll be talking more about that in the end of this video. So just a short introduction. I am Julia. I am sitting here in my bedroom in wonderful Nelson in New Zealand. New Zealand is my home of choice. I moved here after my son Simon died. And I just moved to Nelson with my partner a few weeks ago. He started managing a hotel, and we're living in the hotel in an apartment which does not have an office for me. So here I am in the bedroom and recording my videos now. So that's the update for you if you've been following me for a while, if you know a few things. Originally, I am from Germany. This is where my son Simon was born, which might explain the pronunciation of his name, which would be Simon in English. And yes, I think that is all. And now, I don't know if you're watching or listening, but I want to tell you a little bit about my first Christmas after loss and the general experience of a lot of the people, a lot of the women I'm working with. So I am a baby loss coach. I work with women who have lost their baby, help them to navigate the grief and find the healing, and also start to enjoy life again, find those moments of happiness. And what is important to me is, like, there are so many components in healing which are individual for everyone. So I help them to navigate to find which piece and part and topic might be important for them now. Is it forgiveness? Are they struggling more with guilt? Are they struggling with the daily life? Are they struggling with flashbacks, trauma? So work with mom after loss is really individual, and I'm also seeing in general a lot of things that are similar between all of us. Like, also looking back to the friends that I've made after losing Simon. Hello. For if you're watching the podcast, I've just knocked with my hand at the wall. I'm sitting. Okay. my first Christmas after loss has been really triggering. So it's been around 10 months after Simon died, And about, now let me calculate, May, so it's 6 or 7 months after his due date would have been. As a preemie, he's been born earlier. So what happened for me and for so many other women too during this period of Christmas, and it happens on other holidays too, is that we think about the time that it would have been. So we are living in a kind of parallel world where we are thinking about, he would be 7 months old now. How would I look like? Like, would he sit on my lap? Would he sleep? Which room would he be? Where would we celebrate Christmas? I was sure we would celebrate Christmas in my home, our home. But the Christmas that I actually celebrated, I did not want to celebrate there. I wanted to celebrate somewhere else. My parents, my aunt, we always switched those things up when I grew up. So I really didn't want to celebrate where I was meant to celebrate with Simon. And that is different for everyone, but it is that definitely that parallel universe that you're in, where you think about what would have had looked like now. And so instead of celebrating in my new tiny little family with having the extended family coming to us, I celebrate, oh yeah, and breastfeeding, of course, that was like my vision, breastfeeding Simon and just being like, yeah, I don't know, especially if you imagine things, it's this perfect little ideal world, you know, gentle music in the background and the cat purring next to us on the sofa, and everyone being like super gentle, calm, and happy, and you know, all the stress that normally happens on Christmas is not happening in your vision, in your perfect vision, which is totally normal and fine. So the Christmas that we had instead was not at my home, but what happened a lot is we drank, and for that I can mostly talk about myself. I wanted to drop out, just ignore the fact that this was not the Christmas that I envisioned. So we went back and forth, and when I talk about we, I talk about me and my family, my parents, and my like the close people around me. It's been tough. It's been sad. It's been also like I said, a lot of distracting from the fact what's going on, and knowing what I know now is what I have some advices and some tips, which doesn't mean you have to take them, and it doesn't mean they're easy. It doesn't even mean that I might, would have taken them the first Christmas, but I know I can be helpful for all of us. And yeah, I want to dive into that because that's what you're here for. get some ideas about how you can cope, how you can do it better. And first of all, first thing I want you to know is that everything is allowed. So Christmas can look completely different this year or every year than how you would traditionally want it to look like, how it would look like every year, and how you were envisioning it. So if you feel like not celebrating this year, if you feel like you don't want all that family stuff, and with COVID things are, completely different anyways. But if you want to spend your Christmas going to the beach, going on holidays, and completely ignoring the holiday that is Christmas, do that. If you don't want to cook, do that. Order pizza. Figure out where you can order pizza on Christmas. I know here in New Zealand it's not possible. Get a frozen pizza. Do that. And if you feel like celebrating, or if maybe you have other children and you kind of feel like the obligation to honor the tradition, or you just feel like you want to, do it your way. Just do that. And if you feel like it is helpful for you, integrate your baby. Put in like a little teddy bear, whatever it is that reminds you. Put on the candle, and have some rituals around that. There are different things that work for different people. And I want you, I really should work on my pronunciation. I want you to know that there is nothing that you should do or shouldn't do. There is no comparison in grief, in healing, in life in general. And I know sometimes it can be hard, especially when we're grieving and in pain. And I really want you to listen inside of yourself. What is it that you need? So maybe close your eyes now. Take a deep breath. And ask yourself, what is it that I need? What do I want to do this Christmas? I know it can be difficult to feel and touch base with our needs if there is a lot of hurt and pain in front of them, and the biggest need that we have is having our baby back. But what is it that you can do for yourself? I feel you, I hear you. It is not easy. And I also know, for example, that you probably know that just drinking and numbing out is not the best option. I knew that too. But we are all in different stages at different times in our life. And for me, for example, it took me a while before I decided I don't want to do that anymore, to numb out. It's not my choice, not the habit that I want to continue doing. Not for myself, not for Zima, not for anyone. But if you're there right now, there is no judgment. There is nothing. And don't beat yourself up on top of what happened. That's the main thing. Like, Don't let the mean girl inside of yourself talk to yourself. Let the gentle and loving person talk to yourself. Talk to yourself like you would talk to your daughter or your son. Yeah. I know it is tricky because you wish we could talk to them. But it is important to take care of ourselves. And then, like, one thing, despite all the other tools that I'm teaching, is journaling and talking. So if you have a counselor, if you have a therapist, if you have a grief coach, if you're looking for one in here, talk to them about what was your vision about this first Christmas? Let people know. Oh, talk to your family and your friends if you can. I know that's not possible for all of us, but this is a kind of important part in grieving, is that we acknowledge the people that we have lost. And for us, as angel moms of babies who were really gone way too soon, that is often hard. Because if we lose someone else, I don't mean that grief is easier and less painful, but if we lose someone else, we have memories. We can come together on Christmas with the whole family, and then we can remember, oh, do you remember last year how grandpa yada yada did that and how he always farted while eating, whatever. Like, we can share memories, we can share stories about this person, and we have those happy memories. So if you lost your baby, you need to create those happy memories. And if those memories are visions of how you would have loved that Christmas to look like, that's okay too. You can really go, and it sounds awkward now, but it is how we can heal our broken heart. If you really go into that and for a moment try to let go of time and boundaries around time and everything, and you really, like, imagine your Christmas and you go into the happy visualization of how your Christmas would look like right now with your baby, and talk about that, you can do that. It's that grieving pain between happiness and sadness, bittersweet, that heals our heart. And so talk about that, write about that, journal that, and really answer the question, how would your Christmas look like right now? How would ideally, which memory do you want to have of your baby? Like, and we don't have so many memories, so we need to create them in our head, and our head is a magical instrument to create parts of our life that maybe not even happen but help us heal. And if we focus on those happy memories, even if they never happened, we still find the feeling of warmth and love is expanding in our body. So what happens if I talk about how I would have imagined the life with Simon is like I start smiling, I start feeling this love, and like I can see him if I want to, like if I go into that, I can see him sitting on the bed that is just right there, like having his little feet there and like jumping up and down and smiling at me, and it makes me smile. It is wonderful to have that opportunity to have my baby here if I want to. And that's, of course, it's all in my head. But it is still part of me and my life and my love. So I'm curious if you are following me on Facebook or Instagram, or even if not, and you're not on those platforms, I'd love to hear from you, and I want to hear your dream vision of how your Christmas would look like right now with your baby. So if you're on Instagram, share with me perfect Christmas vision. Facebook, the same, at Heal Your Heart After Baby Loss is where you find me on both. And if you don't have any of those, send me a message. Oh, on YouTube you can comment too. And if not, send me an email to Julia at Heal Your Heart After Baby Loss. And now, before I go, I want to talk briefly about the Advent calendar, which you can sign up for now. So I'm gonna add the link to the show notes. The Advent calendar is a 24 plus 6 day calendar where I share a positive message with you every day, give you a journaling prompt, and a quote. And it is meant for you because I know how hard holidays are and how much we can feel alone because not everyone around us might remember our baby or babies. And so that calendar is there for you to give you support every day and help you to connect with your baby, feel love, feel loved, and feel you're not alone. Yeah, you are understood. You will develop some small little shifts in the way you think and the way you feel over this period of 30 days that I really want for you. And people ask me, when is it the right time to do those things? Like, when is the right time to heal? How often to heal? I'm not ready. You can start healing from the first moment your baby dies. Doesn't mean that then you're faster than everyone else, because it's so individual, but everything you're doing now, no matter, like everything that I'm doing with you, with my clients, and in the podcast, you can do during every period of your grieving, no matter if your loss is 30 years ago or 3 days, 3 hours. Okay? Alright. Be gentle with yourself. with everyone else around you too. Life's not easy on any of us at the moment, less than ever. But yeah, you are allowed to feel the way you feel and do what you need to do without hurting anyone else, please. But physically, sometimes you can hurt people emotionally if you want to. Okay, now I'm drifting off topic for another video, setting our own boundaries. And yes, I am sending you so much love, big hug, and I'll hope to see you soon.